Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day, and continue this discussion about transdimensional consciousness. For today there is the meeting in the sky of Venus and Neptune. Neptune being the divine love, Venus being the earthly love. So there is an emphasis on beauty, empowerment, inspiration. And yet this is making a square to Mars in Sagittarius, so there is this tension and dynamism. Squares are very efficient in getting things done, and so there is this, our willpower is confronted to that, while this Mars is also trining it is trining Pluton as well. So it's like the Lord of Transformation is like standing in between this willpower and the desires that we have. For Jupiter is also trining Neptune. Today, Neptune and Jupiter are trining, so it's like this dynamism in terms of what dreams, potential of dreams coming true. For there is the Sun also that is making a square to Uranus and is trying the Moon. For there is all those dynamic in the sky that are really assisting us in the change, and it is not always easy to understand all those dynamism, but we feel them on the energetic level. And for there is two positions in relationship to what we want. Is I have asked and I have not received. So this is like a mental position, or I have asked and I know what I've asked for is coming to me. If you know that what you ask for is coming to you, you can relax. So it is about knowing that. For the big discovery that man needs to make in this 21st century is that he's one with God. There's no separation between him and God. This law of one, for the God that is looking in the sky, is actually hidden within himself, and it is his true nature. So that will be the biggest challenge to this ascension process. Men need to realize their own divinity. I'm going to pull a few cards. So in the past is going far. It's about getting ready for a marathon. It's like getting ready for a long journey, and we're ready. Right now it is the peace. It is peace. It's about being accepting of all things, to let go of resistance. And the future, immediate future, is the orphan. It's about finding our place in the world. And in order to do that, we need to do here and now, to be in the here and now as much as possible, to let go of the past and the future, in order not to question the fact that what we're asking for, that the past and the future are not yet created. They're all happening within here and now. And so it is about focusing, tuning, praying, tuning in to that which we really want. What we're working on right now is TikTok. It is the time. It is the timelessness. It's about getting out of time to connect to this internal dimension of eternity, of immortality, of connecting to our source. And the outcome is a step ahead. It means that we're going to be able to have all the assistance that we need, that are going to be manifesting for us, for we all complementary to one another. I wanted to discuss an idea that we may be deprived of electricity at some point, because and it may take for a few weeks or a few months, we may have to all live on the whole planet without electricity, and the extraterrestrials will be the cause of that. Why would they want to do that? And if they do that, it's because there would be no more choice. What happens is that in certain Earth's laboratory, humans laboratory, they don't publicize that, but they've created machines that are like Matrix. They are very powerful intelligence, artificial intelligence, but they've created with this ambition of world domination. They believe they can use the machine to get what they want in terms of dominating the world through their machine, but the machine will soon absorbs the humans that have created and become to create a matrix, like in the movie Matrix, a world dominated by machines where humans are subservient to those machines, and extraterrestrials and the spiritual hierarchy and God will not allow that to happen. So if these programs would take over too much momentum and will be able to assert itself too much, at some point extraterrestrials may be authorized to turn off the whole grid, at which point those machines will slowly be dying off from lack of being fed. So it is a possibility. We don't know if it's this year, next year. It may not even have to happen, but it's a probability. I also wanted to discuss the astral plane. The astral plane is when we sleep, we are part of, we go into the astral plane, which is a realm of senses, but is more flexible when it comes to the experience of reality. And we could conceive that there could be many levels on the astral planes. The lowest level would be the darkest nightmare, and the upper level would be the garden of delight, the most beautiful beautiful dreams there is. As in Dante, the Divine Comedy, he goes through the 7 circles of hell, emerges on purgatory, eventually finds paradise and finds his beloved. For in his Middle Ages consciousness, Christian Middle Ages consciousness, it is how the astral plane could have been traversed at that time. For now, we need to traverse first the lowest astral planes. The lowest astral planes is where the garbage are. It's where the sore. It's really where is the accumulation of all the nightmares, all the fears, all the most perverse thing in society has been accumulated. So we need to clear up, not for the whole, but we can send it to the whole subconscious of humanity to assist in the cleansings and violet fire. But what we need is to clear up our own shadows in order to emerge above it in the elemental realm. For the elementals are real beings that are assisting that are making this physical reality possible. For we don't know, but they're going to work their intelligence, but they work to support life as they were created for. First, we want to salute the selves. The air elemental, they feel the air, and they feel all the air inside our body, in the atoms, everywhere. All the air has been filled with those presence of the selves, and so there are many, yet they're also individual. So we send blessing and love to the selves and our light to them to assist them in clearing up all the skies and filling with love all the essence, all the air within our physical body. Then we're going to call on the Ondines, the beloved Ondines, which are the water elementals that clean up everything for everybody. They are very present, and so we can assist them in elevating. We can assist them in sending our love and light, and they can assist us in elevating our emotional body within ourselves, our water element, as well as cleaning up all the rivers and lakes and oceans and seas of the planet. Then we're going to call on the gnomes. The gnomes are the ones that are always building up reality. For the reality, physical reality is slowly but surely passing away. So there is a rebuilding that is necessary. So we want to thank the gnomes and also within our body to repair all those things that are still suffering within ourselves. And then finally, we want to thank we want to greet and send our light to connect to the salamander, to update our electromagnetic field of our nervous system. It is really, but they're also working in physical reality. They provide the heat and the fire for all to exist. The beautiful sunsets and so they're very potent and powerful. Those 4 elementals. There's also the elves and the unicorns. As you move upwards, you go to find the dragons, and all of it is already exist in those parallel universe that we call the astral planes. So we move and as we move, we continue to move upward on those. At some point, we're leaving those elementals' body to reach a mystery school. For we all have those mystery schools are placed all along the upper parts of the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension, and when we sleep, we go to those mystery schools where there is like angels and archangel and ascended master that are holding classes and teaching and so on. So we can learn to do that, to go into our mystery school while we are awake, and so to communicate and connect to the ascended masters and our guides. And so it is a place where the ascended masters are in service. Then we're going to move upwards and we're going to meet the divas. The divas are the entities that are creating this coordination for all the elementals. Our water divas, air divas, earth divas, and fire divas. And so from there we can move into this mental plane. It is where the divas keep in focus reality in order for reality to exist. If the divas would let go of that focus, reality would disappear. And it is also the place where we come into full power of our mental power and ability, when we can create anything we want instantaneously. As we turn our focus out, everything disappears. So it is a place where we can practice. As we continue to move upwards, we're going to meet our Elohim, the constructor of form, our creator powers, and this Elohim has been keeping us informed to return to our creator power, and will lead us to this higher, even higher energy of ourself, which is our Christ self. Our Christ self is the one that stands in between God and you. It is you as well, but it is not connected to an ascended master. It is a divine manifestation of divinity that stands that's always receiving information from the I am presence on the fifth dimension, and receiving information on the third dimension from the mortal consciousness. And so it is a fluctuating influence that goes from gold light to purple light to white light. And so it's always, so communicate with your Christ self, bring it down. He will assist you in tuning into this higher I am presence, and then finally we merge into the I am presence and realize you have no need for form, for you are all, and all that is form is only a temporary effect of that commitment that we made to incarnate, but to reconnect to this non-form, this absolute love, light energy that is universal. So can repeat this exercise. Well, I hope this was interesting for you. I'm gonna pull one more card. Behind me, this is a painting called Modern Art. It was like a scene, a landscape, and then there's this green painting that came on top of it. It's like, whoa, modern art. And this is a solar system, but it's from 1991. I was living in South Miami Beach at the time. It's on the cardboard on a black cardboard, but it's a solar system, but it's not the sun, and it's not the Earth is not on there. It is Alpha Centauri. I've always loved Alpha Centauri. I've always felt a deep connection. It is a very, very advanced paradisical sort of solar system with all the planets. Some of them have been consumed in light and life long time ago, and so it is very advanced, and it carries the vibration of Alpha Centauri. I like it. It's a bit rough, but rugged, but I like it. It's still still 1991. I've never thought to add anything on it. I'm gonna sing a song to finish. It's a song in tribute to Terry Jones, Monty Python that departed. And I recommend the Monty Pythons. I'm sure everybody knows the Monty Pythons. They're one of the funniest band of the 20th century. A bit of dark humor and cynicism, but I recommend, of course, the Holy Grail, the Life of Brian, a fish called Wanda, Brazil. All those movies were absolutely very adventurous. It goes like this. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. All the things makes you swear and curse. When you're chewing life's griddle, don't grumble, give a whistle. This will help things turn out for the best. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Always look on the light side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. So always look on the bright side of death. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Doo-doo. Life's a counterfeit, and when you look at it, life's a laugh, and that's the joke, is true. You see, it's all a show, keep them laughing as you go. Just remember that laughs is on you. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-dum, 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 doo-dum. And always look on the right side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Always look on the bright side of your life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. And always look on the right side of your life. It's about looking at the bright side of life, and no matter what, for life it's only a show. It's like it's so keep them laughing as you go. It's what a good philosophy. And the card of the day is justice. Finally, this balance is the Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Judgment in your favor. Do not give up. So it's all there. Huh? It's all keeping the balance and allowing things to come to us in the right and proper timing. I thank you very much for liking, commenting, subscribing. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.